Okay, we're going to shut this house off for the winter. This is a house that I've been doing for a number of years now. It has an outside shut-off, and the tool for that is right here. Before I do that, though, I'm going to check to make sure the water pump is still on, because in this location it feeds another house off the well, so we have to keep that on. But I'm going to turn off the water heater, and might as well turn the range of the dryer off, because we're not going to be using those. We'll leave the rest of the receipts on. We'll go outside here and turn the water off to the house. Then open some of the outside spigots. Beautiful scenery here. It's a really, really nice location. There's Camp of the Woods over there that you can see. And then you're looking back at the beige colored building is the village. So look at the mountains, some water, some mist on there. Still got a little bit of rain coming down, but it's clearing up. All right, so what we're going to do in this location is we keep there's a box that turns the power off, but there's also a cap down here. We put the tool in and we turn it sideways. And as you can hear, there's water. We'll let that run for a few minutes. As the pressure tank releases its water, it should balance back out. So we can walk around to the other side, because we're going to leave that spigot there open, at least until the water drains out. Then we'll close it while we blow the house out. That way we've got enough air supply to push everything out. As you can see at the kitchen sink, water has stopped flowing, so that tells us that one is done. We'll come over here to this outside spigot. We'll open this just for a minute. Close that back up now, because there's no water left in that. We'll go back around to the other side. Close the water off there. We can put that key away, and because we're done with that till spring. Again, some of the views of the mountains. Again, it's a beautiful location. Beautiful location. All right, so we'll turn this one off and leave it closed for this point. Remember, that's a frost-free, so it's not going to show any of the bad stuff. This is the neighbor's boat. They've got to get that out of the water. You can see the mountains over there. Pan around a little bit. Again, Camp of the Woods. The brown boathouse is the Fairhurst. It's an old camp. When they built that camp, they actually had to bring the material from the village beach across the lake because the road wasn't here. the sun's coming out, been trying to shine off and on. So it's you get a little bit of mixed mixed feelings here. It's supposed to be nice, and that's what it's going to do. Today's going to be clear enough. And then there's no rain in the forecast till next Sunday, so we're doing good. Alright, so now we know we've got both of those turned off. We can put the key away. That's what this is, curb key, so we can put that back in the corner where it goes. And at this point, what I generally do at this location is I go down into the basement. In the basement there are valves down there that open, drain. So here we go. Down into the dungeon. This one's a little more unique. Basement, very well thought out, very well designed. Let me get you standing up right here. Got to make you a little shorter. Alright, what I'm going to do is I will drain off what's left of the water here. There is a sump pit back here, so the water will run that way. So we'll let the water run. And that should drain off 90% of what's left in the house. We'll also go over to the water heater, which is back here. You should be able to see it there. Let me get you past this light. There you go. Alright. Yep. So we're going to head and we'll drain this. And all it does is take a screwdriver on that bottom valve down there. Again, because there's a sump pit down here, we will just go ahead and open this up and let it drain on the floor. Now this house also has, upstairs here is right above us is the refrigerator. The refrigerator has a ice maker on it, which makes things a little more difficult when you're trying to drain them. So what we do here is we pull the line off down here, and we'll let that hang, and it'll dribble out. But then we'll go back upstairs. We will also then. Whoops! You're upside down. You flipped over on me. All right, quit it. Stay still. Easy. Okay. So we'll head this way. Duck underneath. The way this house was designed or laid out, we have low point drains. So we'll open the low point drains on these. And again, let's let everything drain. And also lets the hot water drain at the water heater. Swinging it around here to the, so you can see me at the boiler. Boiler's in the corner. Maybe, maybe not. Alright, we'll get over here. Okay, the boiler is here. Now there's a valve, a fill valve on the boiler. Now the fill valve is still closed from when I hooked it up in the spring. So we shouldn't have too much in here, but it's got a coupler on it, so we'll take the open it up. That's a little washer. We'll put the washer right there so we know where it's at. Now, even though that valve was closed from all summer long, this pipe here still had water in it. Because the heat gets completely shut off here. We know there's antifreeze in the boiler. We've tested that a couple of years ago. It's about time it gets changed, but that'll be next year. But anyways, we opened this valve to make sure that there's no water possible left in here. And that is pretty much everything in the basement that we need to do down here. So, get my screwdriver before I forget that. We'll head back upstairs and hook up the air compressor and start blowing things out. Now we don't mind if water comes out of here and blows down to the basement. It'll be just fine. We don't mind that because we have good pitch on our water lines back to the low point drains over there. We don't really get too excited about having the lines down here blowed out because they'll just fly. It'll just come out. What we do want to check is make sure that we are blowing any lines that are in the walls or like to the water heat, to the washer, the dishwasher's got to get blown out, that kind of stuff. Okay. One of the nicest things they have down here in this basement is this chair that I'm riding around in. Alright, so up we go. I'll go ahead and pull the refrigerator ahead, simply because we're going to have to get behind it anyways. And I always check, make sure that there's nothing left in the refrigerator. Because at this time, I'm just going to go ahead and blow it out. All right, I've unhooked drain lines. This is the solenoid that turns the ice maker on and off. So we're going to disconnect that, make sure that the line goes up. This was a copper line When I first started this, we got rid of that right away because it was a pain. It went to the flexible. This is a stainless steel wrapped line, and it does the purpose. I blew through it so I know there's no water in it. I have unplugged the refrigerator, so that's all done. So before we leave, we'll push the refrigerator back and make sure that that's like it's supposed to be. Plugged in my air compressor outside. It's a little noisy inside. One of the things here that we don't have to worry about is we don't have to worry about the dishwasher. The gentleman that lives here with his son, they do not use the dishwasher at all. So we don't have to necessarily worry about it. We have a slot sink right here with fittings on it. Now we can put our blow-off hose directly to that. I have this set up. We can put it on a shower head also if we wanted to. But with the sink right here, we can just hook on here. Works just fine. I'll take my spool end out and hook it up. One of the other things I like to do is I like to take off all the screens, clean them off a little bit, set them right there on the ends. That way, we know that we're good for the we're good for the spring. I'm going to run around and close some valves. I'll be right back up. Alright, this tool here, I have in my hand, is a toilet sucker. We'll go in the first bathroom. Set you up right there. First thing we're going to do is suck all the water out of the tank.